the guru in marketing. We always use his textbook, and then what he comes up with 4P. Now he comes up with Marketing 4.0, and he wrote this book actually with two prominent people from Indonesia. So I'm very glad that he already see this trend in 2016, and then come up with a textbook out of it, and it actually can be it can be seen right now in Malaysia, and also I believe in Indonesia. But it is like what I discussed in the previous lecture on sustainability marketing. It depends on the level of digital marketing in the country itself. So whether you are nearing Marketing 4.0 or you are already in Marketing 4.0, it is depending on your country yourself lah. But I believe when we have COVID-19, it's not a good thing, I know. But then for Marketing 4.0, it's like a boost for us to embrace Marketing 4.0 rather quickly as compared to if we are still in the normal setting without the pandemic and everything. So it is for online, more towards digital. But then what Kotler did is that he did not separate between the traditional and the digital marketing. Okay, so that's the approach that is being taken by Kotler in this trend of Marketing 4.0. So the focus, okay, most of what I'm going to present, I did took from Kotler, and then I will give some example in Malaysian setting and also from another perspective, okay, so that we can see the implementation of Marketing 4.0 ni, what's the term, what's the definition, and then how you can apply it to our situation. Okay, so what Marketing 4.0 focuses on is how in the times of digital economy boom, offline touch serve as a major differentiation in an increasingly online world. So you can see that they are not going to Marketing 4.0 ni is not separating between the two. It's how you combine these two. Okay, and then for the traditional marketing, place too is a very important feature. In 4Ps, place is very important, whereby that is the core thing that a customer will look at, whether they can find your product or not. So where do you physically put your shop? Okay, whether it is accessible by the customers or not. So in the digital economy, it's not the case like that. So you can see that it takes toll on shopping complex, shop lots that were being built like less than 10 years ago. We have so much shop lots. So right now, when it is digital economy, what happens to all these places? Because it's not necessary for companies to have their physical appearance somewhere, and they don't need to actually pay for high rental. Okay, so we will look into this, and then Marketing 4.0 also focus on how style blends with substance. It's not only looking at your brand, how you want to create your brand, but also the character of your brand. That means if you have only a brand, you really have to look at what it portrays, how customer can feel very close with your brand. So that is the change in marketing right now. Okay, and also the third one is to balance machine to machine, M to M, with human to human, H to H. That means, of course, digital, we use more software, more apps. So how to integrate that with human touch? Okay, so that is the marketing 4.0, all its focus. So it's balancing the requirement of using machines and also human contact to strengthen customer engagement. It's not as before where companies just produce products and customer will buy because they don't have that much choice. Now they have so much choice, and then even from Malaysia, I can use Shopee to buy product from Indonesia, from China, from Vietnam. Actually, there are companies who which sell their product through Shopee to Malaysian customers. So it's just that it's the price is very competitive. It's just that we have to wait a little longer as compared to if we buy from companies from Malaysia. Okay, so you can see that competition is very stiff. So in this kind of environment, how a company can survive. Okay, so I will also show to you that, okay, I have this feeling that from Indonesian point of view, based on my lecture, many of the questions are looking at all these that are happening in the world right now is more towards big companies. But actually, if you think about marketing 4.0, it actually have more advantages for the small companies, small and micro. Okay, I will show you examples of micro and small companies in Malaysia and how they use this digital economy and also marketing 4.0 to further improve their business. Okay, so it is in a small scale. Micro is very small, but because of digital economy, it helps all these businesses. So I'm thinking that it also can help for Vietnam and also Indonesia in using this tool, okay, to support your business. Okay, so I'm not going to show big companies. Okay, the first lecture I show Starbucks. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to show small and micro companies. Okay, so evolution of marketing, you know that first it is product centric, so it is based on product because not many businesses have produced product and services. So whatever that they produce, of course, customer will go and buy. Okay, and then when competition is getting stiffer, then it is customer centric 2.0. That means they started to look at the customer, what the customer wants. Then they try to meet the customer's demand and need. Okay, and then we have digital marketing. So digital marketing is using internet. So it helps further in reaching your customers. Okay, so it's not that hard to reach your customer as compared to before. Before we have to, like I said, we have to advertise through main media, for example, like TV, radio, and it's very expensive. But when we have digital marketing, actually it cuts down the cost of your promotion, okay, and also advertisement, right? And then we have new age marketing. So this one is what I'm going to explain, and hopefully it can make you think about how to use this to help penetrate to your future customers. All right. So if we look at the transition from traditional to digital marketing, okay, the first one, how it changed is from segmentation and targeting to customer community confirmation. Okay, so I've lectured on segmentation. I've lectured on targeting. So you have to look at the customers, whether you want to divide them based on geography, demographic, psychographic, whether you want to target on old people, people from the East Java, West Java. You want to look at, you want to target to children. Okay, so and then what you do is you target that segment, and then you develop your product based on to cover their needs. Okay, so that is traditional way. Okay, so that means all of the decision was made based on the company itself. They do the research, and then they think about what they want to produce, and then they produce the product or services and promote that to the market. Okay, so it's vertical lah. It's one way marketing. Okay, but for digital marketing, actually it goes both ways. Okay, when a company or when an entrepreneur wants to offer something, they will ask the consumers. Okay, they will show that they are friends to the potential customers. They show that they care. They show concern on difficulties faced by the consumers. So it's more on appealing to the consumers rather than just show what you have and wants them to buy from you. Okay, so you are still going to do segmentation and targeting because not many product actually can be sold to everybody. So you need to also do segmentation and targeting, but it's more transparent. That means people actually can see the way that you are reaching to the consumers. Okay, like for example, okay, I give you example of this one is entrepreneur. Only one person doing all the things. It's not a big company, okay? But then this is using Insta. I hope you know lah kan. This is Insta. How they want to make the customer feel very close to them is not only having advertisement, but they ask something to the customer and then they can answer. So usually if they put like this, have you gone back to your kampung, to your village? Then you answer whether you are already in your kampung or you are not taking leave. Okay, so you answer here. And then at the end of the, might be end of the hour, or if they project this in the morning, so nearly lunchtime, so they will have they will show how many percent are already in the kampung and how many percent are still working, because like I said, this is Deepavali, right? So usually what we do is we take holiday also for tomorrow, so it's going to be a long holiday. So this makes your customer get closer to the company itself. Okay, so and also you can see that this serunding is, you have serunding kan? So it's a very traditional food. Okay, I'm sure it's not in Vietnam. Okay, but the traditional food, it's like something that you can see produced by entrepreneurs, okay? But you can see that the Su Serunding is using words that are used by younger generation. Because she wants to feel closer to the customer, and she wants customer to feel attached. Okay, but then I know that she is the entrepreneur is, I think she is about 40 plus or 50 years old. Okay, but I'm sure she asked her daughter on how to communicate with younger people. Okay, and I'm sure most of her customer is around 20 to 50 years old. So she has to mix the way she put things or upload content in his Instagram, so that it can cover this range of age. So that means there's also still segmentation and targeting. Okay, that you still use that 4P, but you have to integrate so that in the digital economy, it becomes something more. Okay, because we know that people like in Malaysia, is very hassle for you to go out right now. You have to queue, you have to take temperature, you have to show your vaccine certificate. If the shop has already about half of the it's like one shop might be it can fit 20 people. So if there's already 20 people inside there, you have to queue outside until one person come out, one person can go in. Okay, so it's very tiring. So people look for things to buy through Insta, through Twitter, through Shopee, Lazada, things like this. So this is where, and it's also, you can imagine people from you are living in Malang, and then you can buy things from even Jakarta, from Medan. It can reach to you. Okay, you don't need to be physically there. Okay, so that means you can imagine there are so many competitors looking for customers in this digital apps. Okay, so you can feel that the competition is there, and then if you are the customers, you are bombarded with all these advertisement. So which one are you going to choose? So you can see that it's actually helping when we have things like when the customers are always looking at certain things. So certain types of advertisement is being bombarded to these types of people. So it's selection is being done using big data. Okay, so that actually reduce the necessity for you as a seller to choose and pick who can see your advertisement. So it is being done for you, but then you have to pay something lah. Okay, so you have to pay a bit of price, but it's not as expensive as before, where you have to use TV or radio and or newspaper, and you can see that it's more targeting to the kind of customers that you are looking for also. That means your advertisement will go to people who are looking for similar things. So it's better for the seller and also better for the customer. Customer also, if you you are using Twitter, you are using Insta, you also can select what kind of advertisement that you want to see. If you don't want to see a certain type of advertisement, you can click and hide that ad and say that I don't like this because it's repetitive or it's sensitive or it's irrelevant. These are the things that makes it easier for your advertisement to go to the targeted customer. Okay, so this is example that I have for you. And then the second one, the change from brand positioning and differentiation to brand characters and codes. Okay, so before this, you look at 4Ps and then you come up with a brand. You try to make that brand stick to the consumer's mind. Okay, and then you can do that because there's not much outlet that they can do research and compare products using the traditional way. Okay, but when we have internet, when we have all these blogs, we have all the websites, and then right now we have it's very easy for consumers to find things. They don't even have to type. They can even ask Siri, please look for this. Siri, what can I do? Where can I find this and this and this? Cakap aja, okay? You just speak, and then your phone will find it for you, okay? And like I've mentioned before, sometimes I did not speak. I did not say anything. I did not search for anything. It's just in my heart. And then suddenly the advertisement appear in my Insta. So I was like, okay, so what kind of magic do they have? Okay. But then this is things that is happening right now. Customers have so much information. Okay. So how do you want to make sure that your brand sticks to their heart? Okay, so sometimes you don't it's not like you have to stick to a motto or what you call it, tagline. You can use many tagline, but that it is that have same message delivered to the customers. Okay, so they are attached to you based on your brand character rather than the brand itself. Okay, so like me, for example, actually brands, when they have characters, you can see differences that they have. Some brands, they focus on positive things. Some brands, they like to instigate. They like to make people hate. Okay, hatred too. So if it's me as a consumer, I give you my example lah. My example is that if I feel that the brand is very negative and I don't like negative things, so I don't look at their promotion. I don't look at their brand. Okay, I'm at this age. I'm more into take care of my heart. Okay, so I'm not going to look into brands that are having that kind of character. So that kind of character, if the owner is very doing things that I don't like, I can just delete and block. So there's nothing that there's not a ethical thing or not that makes customers cannot block you. Okay, and you as a seller cannot be offended lah. It's everybody's right, okay, to see or not to see your advertisement, okay, or your IG. So if the customer wants to still look at your advertisement, wants to follow you. So that means there's still hope that they are going to buy from you. So you will know that you have things that makes customers stick with you. Okay, so if sometimes company also do this as their to see whether their way of advertising or their way of promotion is actually reaching the customer or not, by looking at whether they still have followers or not. That is also good, okay? Because if we are looking at the traditional way, you are advertising everywhere, but you actually don't know how many people who likes your advertisement. Do they see and feel like looking for your product based on your advertisement? Okay, but now it's very good because company themselves can know without doing so much or spend so much for research. They can see that whether a customer still prefer their brand or not by looking at whether they have followers or not. Okay, and then that might translate into sales. Okay, so this is also something that small and micro companies can do. Okay, and also it's not that expensive. So sometimes I'm telling you this because of new company sometimes is being it's being handled by very young people. Okay, so might be it's not easy for you to compare between previously and now. Companies or entrepreneur, they want to do something but they don't want to pay for the extra things. Okay, so they feel that they don't want to pay, for example like Lazada or Shopee, you don't want to pay for the extra things that is being charged by the online platform. Okay, or you don't want to pay to Facebook, for example. But then if you want to compare that with the previous way of marketing, actually the price that you have to pay to is very minimal as compared to before. Previously, for you to attract sales, attract potential customers, you need to spend a lot. Okay, that is why it is very hard for small and micro companies and entrepreneurs to be a success in the market. Okay, that's why big companies are very successful because it needs investment. Okay, but right now with the minimal amount that you have to pay to all these online platforms, you can get more than that. Okay, you can get more sales. Sometimes you try and use a proper influencer. Okay, it can increase your sales until you don't have enough hand to sell your product, or you don't even have enough stock to sell to the customers. Okay, so and also you can see that it does not need you to because you are small. Okay, you are entrepreneur, just wanted to sell a limited number of products. Okay, so you don't need to pay artis like Krisdayanti ke, kan? That one is in a big scale. Okay, if you want to at the first stage, you want introduce your product at the it's like introduction stage lah. Okay, so you can just find influencer who can increase your sales. Might be you want to start with a few thousand per month. So you can progress from there. Okay, instead of suddenly it becomes too big for you to handle. Okay, there are entrepreneurs who sell things like they started with posting things about themselves first, and then they gain influence, they gain followers based on because people like to see what he's doing. Okay, and then might be if you like to go for traveling, so you show where you travel. You like cooking, you show what you cook. You like to show how you do parenting, good parenting to your kids, so you show that. And then as you have more followers, and then suddenly you feel that sometimes it takes 1 or 2 years, okay, and then the person feel that, oh, I think I can sell my own brand of something. Okay, and then there are many examples in Malaysia of people who are like this, and then they introduce their own products, and then they can sell like they launch the product, it is sold out in 2 minutes, it is sold out in 1 day. So that means, can you see, if you want to compare between previously and now, I don't think before this the owner of Nestle show the world how he lived, okay, how he come up with one product, and then that time is different. Now the way that people buy from companies or from entrepreneurs, it's they will buy if they feel close to you. Okay, you will not want to do that with company like Toyota, like Mercedes. That is in different league. Okay, so that's why I said marketing 4.0 ni is very good for entrepreneurs and micro companies. Okay, I will also show you how it is for small companies for them to be closer to the customers. Okay, the third one, from traditional to digital marketing, is selling the 4P to commercializing the 4C. So it changed. Instead of 4P, it becomes 4C. Okay, so 4P is again, what is 4P? Product, price, place, promotion. Okay, so now it's 4C: co-creation, currency, communal activation, and conversation. Okay, so co-creation is supposed to be product. Okay, represent that already existing and even increasing customer participation in the process of new product development. Okay, I can see entrepreneurs, when they want to produce a new product, they will show like just now, they will ask the followers, which one do you like, this one or this one? Which color do you like, the bold one or pastel one? How do you like it, in this packaging or this packaging? You know, and then it doesn't cost you anything to have that kind of question being answered by your followers. Okay, and then by doing that, you can see the preferences of the consumers. Okay, and then when you come up with the product, the consumer will feel very close to you because they are included in the decision making process. Okay, so and then when they answer, they also can see how many people answer as like they answered. Okay, so this actually makes more people buy from you. Okay, that is what is being asked or demanded by the consumer now. So it's not like you just think by yourself and produce what you think you want to eat or you want to get from market and think that your future customer also wants the same thing. It might not be the case, okay? Because we have different background, we have different needs. We also can pay different price, okay? So co-creation is when you create something also with the customer's participation, okay? So that will bring you closer with your customer, right? And then currency. Currency refers to the fluctuating prices with respect to market demand. You have dynamic pricing, okay? That means it's not static as before. Your 4P price, sometimes it's too static and then it's easier for you to actually prepare your accounts lah. Okay, for previously, traditionally, it's very easy to know. Okay, your price for one product is 10 ringgit. You sell 1,000 unit, you just times 1,000 times 10 ringgit equals to what? Okay, that is previously. Now, with dynamic pricing, you always change your price. I have seen entrepreneur who suddenly have this, okay, in 2 hours, I will give this price. Buy 3 for this price. You know, that one is to make sure that whoever that follows your account, always follow your account, they can get this, and this makes them happy with your company. Okay, so they will always look for this. You call this flash sales. Okay, so with that, you cannot have fixed account saying that your price is always like this, and if you sell how many, you get this kind of profit. Okay, so you always have to update. You sell your product at what price, when. Okay, so this dynamic pricing actually fit the needs or the preferences of the customers nowadays. Might be previously, when we want to buy things, then only we look for that thing to buy as a customer lah. Okay, now because of this craziness that is happening in the market, even if you don't want to buy, okay, you will spend just because at that time suddenly it's sales. Like this lah, 11-11, 10-10, 9-9, kan? Padahal before this, we have all the festival. For each festival, we will have sales. That is also a lot, many times per year. Now, we have the festival for sales. And then we have every month, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, until 12-12. Okay, so every month. And then we have the festival. And then we have the, back to school, back to university. So how many sales do you have in 1 year? Can you imagine? And then right now we have Instagram, we have Facebook, where they have, it depends on the seller, on the entrepreneur. Suddenly he said that, oh, tomorrow is my birthday. So for 24 hours, I will have this price. Okay. So instead of you buying because of you need something, then you buy because of the promotions. Okay. And then that is something that is changing in the market. And then communal activation, instant delivery of products and services, peer-to-peer distribution model. So it's not, this one is for place. Okay. Communal activation, that means I see also that consumer right now, they demand when they, because they buy online. If they go physically, they buy at that time, they will bring back the product at the same time. Okay. Now the product is somewhere else. You are sitting somewhere else. So you want instantly the product delivered to you. How do you do that? If you want to buy from East Java, you want to buy something from Medan. Okay. Now, there are things that right now it has distributor. They have what you call that. There's a term for it. I forgot. Dropship. Okay. So when you as a customer wants to buy something, okay, and you ask for it very fast to be sent to you, what the seller can do is they can find their friends who are selling the same thing nearby your place to send that product to that customer. So you can see that even if you are far away, you can use postage or you can use this communal activation to make sure that the product is received by the customer at the earliest time possible. Okay, so for doing this, there's no such thing as being greedy. You cannot be greedy. You cannot be tamak. Tamak is in Malay. I'm not sure in your language. Okay, you need to work together with your team members. Okay, like if I'm a customer, I want to buy something from a seller in another state. Okay, so I will ask that person, how long does it take? And then usually that seller will say, oh, if I post this myself, it will reach you by 3 days. But then no problem. If you need it earlier, I have somebody living nearby your place, so she can send the product to you, but you pay to me. So that is right now. That is how entrepreneurs survive in the market right now. So you have this network, okay, and you work with your team to make sure that the customer can be satisfied. Okay, that is communal activation and conversation. This one is for promotion. So you can see that promotion right now is not only one way. Okay, it's two ways. And also you can see entrepreneur, they need the review ratings from the consumers. They will go and Google on the review of their own product because they need to counter back whatever negative things that people are saying about their product. Okay, so penat lah. It's tiring for the entrepreneur, but you can see example I give you on how you can use this to increase your sales actually. Okay, nantilah. I think it's after this. I will show you actually even if you have negative review on your product, you can show that you care and you give feedback to that kind of rating. Okay, to make sure that potential customer will buy from you, even if with that negative review, you do something and then people will still buy from you. Okay, so I'll show this afterwards. And then from traditional to digital marketing, the last one is changing from customer service processes to collaborative customer care. Okay, so of course, previously, customer service says that you need to treat customer as king. Customer is always right. Okay, you need to make sure that the customer are happy with you using this way. Okay, but then what differ from traditional to digital marketing is by having collaborative customer care ni is showing more empathy, showing that keikhlasan tu, genuine effort of you listening to the customers and doing something to ensure that you are being attentive to their needs. Okay, so you can see that actually right now, if you have your Twitter, you have your IG, you have your FB, you can see that sellers right now is not only posting things on the product itself only. So what they do is they also post about their life to make sure that the bond is there between the seller and the customer. And of course, you don't always put your hardship in life and all that. Itu dah macam you are crying your heart out for everybody to listen. No, it's not like that. It's for customer to feel close to you, and then it will feel that you are supporting each other. The customer supporting the seller, seller supporting the customer. Okay, so this does not happen before. Okay, this does not happen with big companies. This if you know that the big company, the one who answer it is people who works at the customer service. So it does not have that connection as compared to you buying things with small seller, okay, entrepreneurs. So usually when they answer whatever that your concern in their IG posting or using the chats or messenger, you know that the person itself, the entrepreneur itself, is doing the is answering your questions or assessing whatever that your concern is. But if it is big companies, you don't have that kind of attachment. Okay, so that's why I say that digital marketing ni, it's a blessing in disguise for entrepreneur and also small businesses. It makes you get close to your customers. Okay, and then examples that I have, this one, they are selling tiffin, mangkuk tingkat. Okay, so when your customer use your tiffin and they post it, so you repost. You show that you also kira apa ya? You are macam grateful for them to use whatever that they have bought from you, and they are using it with love. So they can use the tiffin and give food for their loved ones or share food with other people, and then that can increase your sales after that actually. Okay, because right now we have the generation where they like to be reposted somewhere else. Okay, when you post something and it's being reposted by your friends or sellers, you feel good. Okay, So people are doing this and tag your company because they want you to repost their stories. So these are actually also a way for you to do your promotion. Okay. See, this career ball. Career ball ni one type of sweets. Okay. So they are selling food, but their story, their Insta story is on their everyday life. So at the same time, it's going to get reactions from the customers, okay, and then it will make the customers feel closer to the seller, okay. And these are also some kind of actually you can give reason why suddenly you are not that active to answer message from your customers. Okay, this is well, you can use it in both ways lah. So it's something that can make you closer to your customers. Okay, and at the same time, if you want to, because you are showing that you are going somewhere, so you tell them you are going to that place. Is there anybody in that place who wants to buy from you? Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on, yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So what I was talking about. Okay. So when you share things that you are doing every day, so what it can help you is that you can also promote your product to the place that you are going. So you can find more sales in the place that you are heading to. So these are some of the examples that I can find for you. Okay. And then, okay. So this is what the differences between traditional and digital marketing. Okay. Mostly for digital marketing, it's go towards engagement. Okay. How you engage with the customer, how you make them feel closer to you. Okay. And then for digital marketing, actually, it's go to this 5A, which is make the customer aware, appeal to them, ask, act, and advocate. So these are the 5 A's, and it makes you be more proactive in getting in touch with your customers. Okay, so traditional marketing ni, we can see that there's no attachment between the seller and the customers. Okay, but for digital marketing, memang very connected, and then you are producing something like very focused to your customers. So you can see that there are still all the traditional ways of segmentation, targeting, having brands, doing, having communications with them. All this still is being practiced, but in a different way, in a digital way. Okay, so you can also see that even the might be somebody can say that this is might be applicable to the younger generations, because they are generations where they brought up with modern technologies. But in fact, this actually is also affecting the senior citizen. Okay, especially in the pandemic, our senior citizen aging 50 and above, 60 and above, they don't want to go out. Okay, because it's dangerous. Okay, they also are not able to walk that far. It's tiring for them. Might be they don't have vehicle to go out. Okay, so actually digital marketing also helps them in much larger sense, where they can buy groceries online, they can buy exercise equipment, okay, online, they can buy their pots and pans, if they like to buy kitchenware, pinggan, mangkuk, all that, all can be bought online, and it's really something that simplify their life. Okay, so it does not mean that digital marketing ni only focus on young people. Alright, so you can see if might be senior citizen, they are not internet savvy. They have doubt with using online banking. Okay, or they don't know how to use online banking. So what company do is they give cash on delivery. Cash on delivery means when you send the product, then they pay cash to the delivery man. So this can actually attract these people from rural area, senior citizens who don't want to use online transaction. They can still order and use COD. Okay, so there are things that you as entrepreneur needs to understand and adapt to the needs of your customers. Okay, so actually when I look at COD previously, cash on delivery, I was like, and then a research has been published saying that actually COD is very useful for the rural area. I was like very shocked at that time, because I thought rural area they will not use online shopping, and it's only focusing more for the urban area. But then urban area, they have different ways of reaching and also attracting the customers from urban area. And for rural area, these are some of the things that they provide, so that they are not ketinggalan lah. They are not they can still catch up with the improvement and also shopping online. Okay, so cash on delivery ni at the beginning mostly it's for housewives, seniors who get cash money from their kids when their kids come back to kampung, okay, come back and visit them, they give cash money kan. So when they want to spend, they have the cash on hand. So how do you buy online with the cash on hand? So that is why cash on delivery is a good business in Malaysia too. Okay, so that is something that might be can be used also in Indonesia and Vietnam. Okay, because not many people who are tech savvy ni they trust online banking. Okay, and then so integrating traditional and digital, like I said, it's not supposed to be replacing. So you have to integrate both of these traditional and digital marketing. Okay, so if you coexist between these two, you are going to be more nearer to your customer, and they will feel close to you. And even, for example, I have one seller that I've seen something bad happens to her life, okay, and then when she posted, because she always also post about her life, so her customers know that she is having this hard time, okay, she is facing this hardship, and then many people help her. So instead of only being there as someone who wants to sell products, it becomes friends, but it's not friends as your friends, you know, but you know that person, and when the person are in problematic situation, you try to help. Okay, so that is something that comes out of digital economy that I have not seen before. So you can see that it benefits both sides actually. Okay, but then as I said, there are sellers who don't know how to handle digital economy, do not know how to handle marketing 4.0 that well. So sometimes when you post negative things, you might lose your customer. With that you can gain customer and you can lose your customer. Okay, because I have seen sellers who are doing very well, and then he or she started to be very negative, getting angry with this and with that and with other things, and it makes people stop following. Okay, and that can also be something that have negative for the seller themselves lah. Okay, so you have to understand, of course, digital marketing is good, is very good, but you have to know how to handle it very wisely. Okay, even for a seller, I've seen also this one seller who is very successful and already has become influencer herself, because whatever that is being advertised through her IG, then that product also is being demanded by the consumers. Okay, but then she did not post negative things, but she posted about herself, about macam mana, rich lifestyle, terlampau kaya. So instead of focusing on a product, then it's too much on the lifestyle, and it's too rich as compared to the followers themselves, and suddenly the followers does not feel the connectedness with the seller. That can also reduce the number of customers you have. So it is good. It is good in the sense that you can get closer to your customers, but you have to balance what you show, what kind of negative things that you show, what kind of too positive things that you show, because people are not the same. Like I said, background of people is, you have different types of background, okay? So there are things that people like to see, there are things that they don't like to see, there are things that they want to still follow or not. So that's why there are courses actually right now for entrepreneurs on how to deal with digital marketing, okay? This is so we have finished what Kotler said, okay? Now I'm showing you some examples of shifting towards connected customers. This is examples given by one blog on resort, okay? So resort, if the resort wants to move from exclusive to inclusive, okay? For example, they give the guest pay for exclusive. Previously, the guest pay only at the resort upon check-in, okay? But how to make it inclusive for the customer is, before you come, you can also pay through online banking, through JomPay. We have JomPay here, and then through ATM deposit if you don't trust online transfer. So it's convenient, and then customer will feel that the slot is already there for them, because sometimes right now if you book very early, like 6 months before, so it's going to be very cheap, kan? So for the customer to feel confident that the place is theirs, you are not going to sell to other people. So this is also one of the way for you to help them feel very comfortable with you, okay? And then to show the slip of payment, you can email is my time is okay. It's okay, kan? Tapi younger people, they don't like to use email that much. It's like very formal. So what companies or sellers are doing right now is you can share your payment slip through Facebook Messenger, chats, okay? So it's more it's like informal, okay? More informal, more closer to your customers, okay? From vertical to horizontal, for example, only putting up advertisement at road signs, flyers, okay? What you can do is you can put through Facebook, Google review, website, YouTube channel, word of mouth. So all this can actually expand your promotions to other people who are very far from you. So this is also where you suddenly receive orders from other countries. So resort pun is like that. Sometimes because of their clicking behavior at their Insta or Facebook, their scrolling behavior, kan? Different terms that you are using right now, okay? So how you scroll your IG, how you look at your Twitter. So this actually suddenly your advertisement will appear to them. Okay, and if they are it appears, usually the customer will do some research. Okay, and then if they are satisfied with it, they trust you, then you are going to have sales or even booking, okay, from there. So this is where you find suddenly you will find people from all over the world buying your product or coming to your place. Okay, and then from individual to social. Okay, previously guests, if they have complaints, they will complain directly to the person in charge at the counter. Okay, but right now there are many places for your customer to give bad comments. If they want to give positive comments, they want to give negative comment, they can use email, they can use Facebook, they can use all the social media, they can even have word of mouth. Okay, so these are the things that are the challenging part for the sellers. Okay, so you need to understand that you have to attend to all these view. Okay, if you just let it be and don't attend and don't give any feedback to all this review, might be there are people who will not buy from you. Okay, so like me personally, I have give negative review via email. That means I only tell what is wrong with the company to the company itself. So people don't see that comment. Okay, but positive comment I put in places where people can see the positive things about the company lah. Okay, that is my style. Okay, but there are people who will post negative things that they don't like about your company at the place where other people can read. Okay, so like this on Facebook, they write, no one is answering my phone call. They are highly demanding, even if we have 95% or 100% response rate on Facebook. Okay, so what I suggest, and I will this is one example. This is from Shopee. Okay, and this makes it different between large company and entrepreneur. Yani, this person said the the milk has arrived, but it's late, and also it is dented. So patutnya when you want to post your product, it has to be packaged well. Okay, so that your product is still good when it reach the customer, because we never know the delivery man whether they just throw your parcel or they put nicely. Okay, and then when it reach the customer, whether it has rain, so you don't know all this. Okay, so what the seller did is immediately have feedback. Oh, I'm sorry, next time I will serve you better. You know, these are the things that is when they have good review, so they thank you lah. Okay, say thank you. So you show your appreciation even when you expect that you get positive review. Let it be lah. But this seller is good, because bad review, good review, she will give feedback for that. So if it's good review, she will say thank you very much. If it's not, she will say I'm so sorry, so I will do better next time. Okay, or if it's really bad, for example, might be you will say that you will refund. Okay, but that one is because refund in Shopee, you can do refund and get the money back. So you don't need to put in the review section. Okay, so these are the things that makes when people want to buy from Shopee, actually you look at all the review. Okay, so even if you have negative review like this, but because of your feedback too is good, the way that you handle your customer is good, that will actually makes potential customers trust you more. Okay, and they will buy from you. Okay, so this one is influential digital subcultures. Okay, if you are looking at this modern technology, digital economy and all this, they show that actually the people that you have to target after this are first youth, okay, young people, and then women, okay, even women that are not working, they have money to spend, and they are the ones who do more research. Kalau perempuan go to shopping mall, you go to many shop, and then you come back to the shop that which you find the best product kan. That happens online too. So for women, they are being trusted more when they say, oh, I buy this and I like this very much. This is very tasty. People will trust them. Okay, so that is also another influential customers that you have to take care. Okay, and then netizens. Okay, they are creators, collectors and critics. So they are the ones who will give opinion on things, and that will lead to more comments, lead to more likes, lead to more sharing. So these are the ones that you have to try to engage more if you become entrepreneur in the future. Okay, so these are the references. Okay, so that's it for my lecture. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the lectures today, Dr. Juwaidah Sharifuddin. Now we will move to the next session, that is discussion session. So, dear fellow lecturers, and then student from Indonesia, student from Vietnam, I can also see our guest from University of Diponegoro today, from Tembalang, Semarang. Yeah, if you have any question, kindly you can use the chat column and also by raise hand. All right, it's such a very amazing lectures today. Okay, any question?
I guess everybody is on holiday mood.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Putri Regina, okay. Please.
Okay, I have question, ma'am. My question is, so the marketer should have more knowledge about IT, so they can make a website or put the Facebook ads or Google ads or Instagram ads. So the marketer should collaborate with Apple, or the marketer should have more knowledge to improve the digital marketing. I think that's my question, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you, Putri Regina. Okay. Yeah. Yes. That is why even in university, or like right now, our ministry, they have trainings for housewife, for pensioners, if they want to learn more on digital marketing. And also, even we have trainings for those. There are trainings that you have to pay, but there are also trainings that are free. Okay, because like you said, you can advertise through website, through Google, through IG and all that. But how do you want to promote your products? Okay, that is why I've seen in Malaysia right now, there are many people starting with their personal IG, personal social media, and then from there they get followers, and then after that only they sell product very heavily lah, or they have IG because they want to sell product, but after trying to only use IG for selling product, they know that they cannot do that only, so they mix with their life, what they like to do and all this, then only they see the increase in sales. So sometimes it takes time for you to know what is being needed by your customer and how to attract them, what kind of words that you have to use in your postings, what kind of things that they don't like to see in your postings, or things like this. Okay, so that's why trainings are also being given by the government sector and also by private sector for this digital marketing.
All right. Okay. So, Miss Putri, I hope that this can answer your question. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. So, hello, maybe master students from Thai Nguyen University of Agriculture and Forestry, Vietnam. Is there any one of you who want to convey something? Do you have the same digital marketing experience in your country? We would love to hear from you. All right.
Yes, from Vietnam. We want to hear.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Okay. Please.
Yes, this is Gerald Aguilar, ma'am, from the Philippines, and one of the students of Thai Nguyen University under the Master Program of Environmental Science. Yes, good morning, magandang umaga. I just want to ask regarding the activities of our local farmers, especially in Malaysia, how they sell their products. So since we are talking about agriculture also, so that is it will give me idea also, and that idea that I will get from our resource person would be helpful also for our local farmers, since I am working with the government here in the Philippines. So
Okay.
that one, yes, ma'am. Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Gerald. Yes, that is something I've seen established under pandemic COVID-19. Why I say this? Because agriculture product is not it is perishable. It doesn't last long. Okay, so I'm very happy to see that in Malaysia, we can buy fish from there's one place that is very famous for fresh fish, fresh seafood. But then I'm living about 25 or 30 kilometers from that place. Okay, no, it's more, nearly 50 kilometers from that place. But then I can buy fresh seafood from them, and the delivery charge is only 5 ringgit. Okay, how they do it is that they collect orders, and you will receive it the next day. That means you collect orders, and then they will serve the Klang Valley area. That means Kuala Lumpur and Selangor, certain part of Selangor, and they can do this because they have good number of orders, so they can spread the delivery charges. And then when the product reach the consumers, it's still in fresh form. So that means the way that they handle the order, who sent to which part of KL and which part of Selangor, all this from the beginning, from the market, fish market, and then they already it's not only fresh seafood, but they also help in cleaning the fish, cleaning the crab and all that, and then pack it so that when the customer receive, they just put in the freezer, and when you want to use it afterwards, you just take it out and then let it be for a while, and then you can just cook. So it's really clean. So these are types of things that is also being done by farmers. We have My Petani, we have fresh markets that sends vegetables, fresh chilies, and onions, garlic, and things like this. Also using the same method. You collect your orders for the next day. That will actually make it very efficient for you to deliver the next day. So it's not like receive one order and go and send it at the same time, kan? So that is actually will make the delivery charge too very high, and people will not want to pay for that high delivery charges. So that is something that I think can be applied in Vietnam, Indonesia, or Philippines. Okay.
All right. I hope that it answered your question. Is there any comment, Mr. Gerald?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for that answer. And additional question, ma'am.
All right.
Do you have any idea, ma'am, how your government help your local farmers in marketing their products, their agricultural products?
All right. Okay.
Do you have any idea, ma'am, how your government help your local farmers in marketing their agricultural products?
Okay. We in Malaysia, we have Pharma. We have the agency that looks into marketing for the farmers. But then, that's what I'm saying. If you wait for a central agency to help, then it will take longer time, and to reach out to many farmers at one time and then distributing. So for farmer right now, what I see is that they can help by contract farming. That means giving less risk for the farmers not to be able to sell their product elsewhere. So contract farming, that one can be helped by the government agency. But for selling to normal people, other citizens and all this, I'm seeing that digital marketing is very, very good in helping individual farmers to sell their products, especially if you can have people from one place selling things. For example, we have Cameron Highland. Okay, Cameron Highland is a cool place where they produce tomatoes, chilies, and more temperate vegetables. So what they do is they combine, and then they have a platform where people can order vegetables from that area, and then it will be sent to your place. But then the style is like that lah. I'm thinking that you cannot take order and then individually. You need to make it in a way that it will be efficient for you to deliver, because people will not want to buy to pay 20 ringgit for delivery, 25 ringgit for delivery, things like this. So that's my suggestions lah.
All right, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Now we go with the next, from Rafael Rufus. Time's yours.
First of all, thank you very much for your chance, and good morning, Ma'am Juwaidah, and also friends from all around, maybe from Thailand and Vietnam. And first of all, maybe I would like to add up the comparison between Malaysia and Indonesia, that we in Indonesia also have something called like Tani Joy or Happy Fresh or Tani Hoop. It usually like an e-commerce that we usually can buy the products of agriculture products in Indonesia that we can buy directly from the farmer, and it usually save up more money and gives us a better quality of product. So right now, I would like to ask a question to Ma'am Juwaidah. Do you have any strategy for a digital marketing program or in agriculture to have a sustainable income or sustainable everything, ma'am? So the product from the marketing and everything will be sustainable. Do you have any strategy that will help maybe the Tani Hub and Happy Fresh to have a better income?
Box, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Rafa. Okay. So thank you for your question. What I see is that, well, we have previously before the pandemic, and then we have the pandemic for 2 years. I've seen that companies earlier in the during the pandemic, some of them cannot sustain, and some of them still sustain until now. And what I see is that if they can improve first on the efficiency, and then second thing is gaining trust. Gaining trust too, in the sense that whenever people buy, the quality will be at least the same. That means there will not be time when you receive the product, it's already nearing dah nak busuk, or it's not fresh anymore. You know, when you have a situation like that, automatic, they will not purchase from you again. So you can see that it is good for the farmers, it is good for the seller, but then at the same time, if you don't take care of the quality, immediately you can see drop in sales. You know, I have seen and engaged with seller that when the seafood comes to me, or the vegetables, the fruits comes to me, and I feel that I bought mango and it's mushy when it comes to me. Padahal it's only 5 minutes away. But at that time, we are not allowed to go out from our house, so I bought from there lah for delivery. But it's 5 minutes away from my house, but it's not fresh anymore when it comes to me. So what happens was that during delivery, they put the packages on top of each other, but you cannot do that for perishable products. So these are the things yang as a seller, you have to know how to handle your products. Okay, it's not only farmer, you produce your vegetable, but you need to think the supply chain until the customer. Okay, how does it look like when it reach the customer? If not, the customer will not buy anymore from you. Okay, so that is actually how you want to make sure that you sustain. and can prolong and be successful in the market. Okay.
Okay, then let's move to the chat forum. Okay, Rafa, I hope that it answers your question. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to start from Mega Safitri from D class. I want to ask related this material. Okay, so we know that marketing 4.0 is easier to share information about our product to consumer and also easier to make brainstorming. But now even in social media, wait for a while, please. I saw contra marketing like MS Glow marketing. This is the cosmetic products, and it will be rise the revenue. The question is the sustainable. So it is still has the same question with Rafa. And the second question is from Gebrina Sakina Turozi. I want to ask about how to develop digital marketing from rural communities, considering that there are still many rural communities that are not yet open to digital marketing. How to get them contribute to digital marketing. So that was the two questions.
Okay, what is it with MS Glow?
MS Glow is actually a cosmetic product that has, this is actually a new product, but it has a very wide digital marketing system like that. Okay.
Is it positive or negative way of promotion?
I'm not really into this.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Since this is actually new, so
okay, because in Malaysia we have cosmetics where the type of promotion is I don't like it. But then it has followers. So you see, that's why I said different people have different background. There are things that can attract certain types of people. There are things that can make people don't want to see your product or your advertisement. So if you think that you are going to that kind of group, so it's okay. If you want to make negative statements or whatever, your followers are still going to be there. Okay, so that's why I said segmenting and targeting is still being practiced, but in a different way. So you will be close to your followers because you are like that. So the way that is why we can see that differences in preferences from customers too is quite apparent. That's why like I said in previous lecture, we are different and we are not going to target everybody. We also don't have the hands to handle all the bookings from everybody. So not a problem. Market is huge. It's very big. So you can choose who you want to serve and how you want to brand your product. Okay, so it does not meaning it's not necessary to say that if you do negative marketing, you will not have followers. That cannot be said as true because in Malaysia there are marketing that use negative things and still have people buying their products. Okay.
Okay. Second
and
question.
And then the second one is on rural communities.
Rural communities.
How to develop digital marketing. We have this. We have our government trying to help rural communities, and also what the government is also looking at is for sometimes not everything has to be done by government. It can have participation by the big companies. So instead of you can attract people buying from you as the big company if you show that you have helped communities. So one of the way for you to help communities is giving them a chance to learn or use digital marketing. That is one of the way. And also, like I said, it depends whether the rural community really needs to send their product through digital marketing. If it is not needed, then you don't have to do it, okay? But if they have production but they cannot sell to other places, and digital marketing can help them, then by all means you help this kind of communities, because not all, like I said, not all communities can handle the because sometimes I've seen influencer suddenly said that, this place have a good product and you have to buy from them and all this. But when so many people come and demand the product from that area, they cannot they cannot cope with the demand from the customers.
Yeah.
That is also not good. Okay, so that's why look at the situation, okay, whether it's beneficial to the community or not. Okay.
Okay, then that ends the session, the discussion session. Thank you very much for the answer, Dr. Juwaidah Sharifuddin. And I would like to tell you to not forget to click on the attendance list. For in Indonesia is daftar hadir mahasiswa 3-in-1. So just click on the Google form. NIM means a student ID. Yes, you have student ID. Just write your NIM. Okay, thank you. So that was the end of our 3-in-1 session with Dr. Juwaidah for today. We would like to say thank you to student of Brawijaya University and who master students from Thai Nguyen University of Agriculture and Forestry, Vietnam. And we would like to give you the certificate of appreciation for Dr. Juwaidah Sharifuddin. Pak Mawan, please.
Yes.
Okay. So we would love to have you in this session, Dr. Juwaidah Sharifuddin. We would love to have you in another meeting. I would like to say that thank you very much for the 3-in-1 program 2021, and I wish you good luck. We wish you good luck. Thank you very much, Pak Mawan.
Yes.
Now we go with the last session. I would like you all to turn on your camera since we are going to have a picture taken. Okay, student from Indonesia and Vietnam and Philippines, Thailand, wherever you are right now, please turn on your camera. Now we are going to have a photo session with Dr. Juwaidah Sharifuddin. Okay, all right. It's good.
Terima kasih, Bu Juwaidah.
Sudah siap, Pak Mawan? Are you ready?
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
I'm ready.
Okay. Now we will take a picture. I would like to count for the first slide is 1, 2, 3. Smile. Say cheese. All right.
Yes. Okay, slide 2.
Slide 2. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay. Ada lagi, Pak?
Enough.
Enough. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for the
Terima kasih,
attention.
Bu
I'll see you
Juwaidah.
again for the next session. Bu Juwaidah Sharifuddin, our fellow lecturers and from Vietnam. I'll see you again for the next time. Bye-bye and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamualaikum.
Terima kasih, Bu Juwaidah. Waalaikumsalam.
Bye. Thank you, Gerald.